All right, my friend, let's talk about a fundamental of self improvement. I'm going to tell you a little bit, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about cold exposure, right? This is a necessity of self improvement. And I'm going to talk about, I don't have anything scripted for this because I feel like I'm pretty well versed. I'm just going to kind of go over like the benefits, the reason behind it, what, misconceptions people have or whatever. And then I did end up recording myself taking a cold shower last night just for your viewing pleasure so you could watch me go, it's not that bad. Oh, it's bad. So I spoiled the whole punchline for you. But let's get into it, shall we? So, start off. Why do we take cold showers, right? Why would anybody take a cold shower? What's the whole point? Um, why would you put yourself through the pain of cold water? Well, to summarize what Andrew Huberman kind of said over a 2 hour plus long podcast, because that's how he goes. By the way, I'm also saying you should totally go watch that. It's more valuable than what I'm sharing here, but I'm the gateway. I'm the little entry guy for you to base your decisions off of or something. There we go. But cold water, the base things that nobody actually follows for this reason, or for these reasons. It improves your health, right? It improves your immune system. It helps your heart rate. It kind of like, the jolt kind of keeps your blood flowing. So it regulates blood flow, I guess you could say, more like your heart rate. It boosts it assists your heart health, right? And then the immune system, and that's about it for like the scientific stuff. And if I were to just tell you that right there, you wouldn't do it, right? Like you're not gonna do it based off of that. Why we do cold showers is the mental health aspect that people in the modern day do not seem to understand is that hard work now makes lasting happiness, but like the pleasurable things now do the exact opposite. They make like lasting. So that is why we take cold showers, is because it sucks now, but after taking a cold shower, you will be happy. Like you will get out feeling pretty good, and throughout the course of your day, if you continue to do things along those lines, you will continue to have a good baseline happiness, and that's awesome. Cold showers are very important because you are able to tell yourself that you're going to do something and you go and do it. Even if it was really hard and kind of unnecessary, you did it. You did the hard thing. And now life is easier, right? It makes you strong. And I don't understand what the point of like not getting strong is. Like you should do everything in your power to get stronger. There's no point in not. Zero. Like I freaking dare you to argue one reason why you wouldn't try to get stronger in anything, in any aspect of your life. Like there isn't one. So, anywho, there you go. That's why we take cold showers. Okay, that's the whole sum up. Yes, it can help your health and whatever, but let's be honest, man. Nobody is going to do that just because the health benefits, because people were weak. So there you go. Right, it makes you incredibly mentally strong, and boosts your mental and emotional health, which is incredible because nobody's happy. Let's be real. People ain't happy. People don't have good mental health. People aren't emotionally happy. People aren't emotionally stable. And that is how we solve that, right? It's by doing hard things like cold showers. So, let's talk about, misconceptions people have. One of which is common, mostly by anybody over the age of 40 will tell you, what if you get sick? Because, I guess being cold makes you sick. That's a bunch of bull, baby. Like, that's so stupid. Being cold doesn't. I guess extensive being cold makes you sick, but a cold shower won't make you sick because you're in there for like what, 3 minutes. I mean, to start, we'll get into how to like start off, but like you're not gonna get sick, dummy. So you don't get sick, right? That's not how that works. You don't get sick from cold exposure, whether it's a cold shower or a cold plunge. You don't get sick. It does the exact opposite. It makes you healthier. Another one is like it somehow somehow bad for your manhood. No. No, I've heard that one before, and I'm like, no, it doesn't do anything. Like, it does nothing for you, or nothing against you in that regard. I've also heard it's just uncomfortable, and people think it's pointless for that reason. People can't fathom how it benefits you mentally. They just can't wrap their head around that, so they don't do it. But that is like the entire purpose of taking of cold exposure is your mental stability, your mental strength. So those are a couple that I've heard, and it's all nonsense, right? This is one thing that most of what you'll hear is not people telling you why you shouldn't do it. They'll just tell you that they wouldn't do it, and they'll just kind of go, "Oh, why would you do that?" And that's basically what happens a lot of the time. And it's, you roll with it. You don't pay mind to it, I guess. People aren't willing to do it. Too bad, so sad. But at the end of the day, that's why I have, I have a pretty nice looking core, and they don't. Because I have the mental toughness to push myself, not just in the shower, but, physically. To sculpt my body, when other people don't. So, too bad, so sad, I suppose. But other than that, how about the journey of cold exposure? Let's cover that real quick. I started taking cold showers back exactly a year ago. I'm pretty close to it. Like within this exact week, within a 3-day span from now, whether before or after, at some point I started taking cold showers. Well, what I thought was cold showers, right? Because it was such a new concept. I was like, oh, what's that like? How do you do that? So I, for a very long time, would start the water at normal and then work my way colder and colder until the end where I was like, yeah. Because I was like, it's cold, so I'm strong. Yeah. Self-improvement. Yeah. Like after watching some self-improvement edit or something. But as I came to find out, actually maybe a bit of a while later, that's not how it works. I remember I also later, and I said this in the video I took last night. So anyways, I would like put the water at medium, like the middle heat or whatever, and then turn it down. But it doesn't do anything. The whole point of the cold shower is, again, like the mental strength of doing something super uncomfortable, but doing it, sticking it out, making it happen. And so, to start off, this is like your actionable step, right? To start off, don't do that. You're going to grab your little, what do you even call that? What do you call that? The turny thing. I don't even know if that has a name. It should. I don't know if it does. But you're going to grab that, right? And you're going to turn the water on this much. Oh wait, that looks like a lot. Actually, I take that back. Look, you're just gonna like that. There you go. So the water is now on. Now what to do that the water's on? You're going to pull your little unpluggy guy, and then the water will come down from the shower, and you're gonna go, and you're done. That's the cold shower. That was the whole point. It can be done now, or you can go into phase 2, which is the whole reason I do it now. Is like the shock is great and all, but it's now the embracing of the cold. This is where I just in the morning I shower before the gym and after. So my cold shower is before the gym. I don't wash off or anything. I just sit there and embrace the cold for a couple of minutes. That's the important part. Because if you're there like scrubbing yourself the whole time, you're not really paying attention to the cold. The whole point of phase 2, sit there and embrace the cold, right? Try to like ground yourself as much as possible. I noticed because, we live in a really just unideal planet sometimes, or world or society. I've been wired to kind of escape from these things a lot. So there are days where I wake up and I'm just not present. I'm just like in the cold water, but I'm thinking about something else. And that's when like I focus on my breathing, because that is stupid. That's escaping like a little penile wimp, whatever that means. There's like a stupid little mouse of a human being, right? I absolutely despise how like I can be sitting in cold water and be thinking about something else. Like rather than being like, hey, idiot, you are in cold water. Isn't that pretty cool? But instead, you're busy. So that's what phase 2 is about. It's about like kind of focusing on your breath, allowing your muscles to relax a bit and embrace the cold. And then you can be done. Like that's really all it is. Whether it's a cold shower, whether it's a cold plunge, there you go. That's cold exposure, right? So with that being said, let's roll the tape of me taking a cold shower last night after playing some basketball. Hope you enjoy.
So you're probably wondering, bro, what's it like taking a cold shower? Well, as you can see, it's not actually that bad. It's bad. But that's what we do, huh? That's what we do as men. Oh my gosh, bro. So when I used to take cold showers, I put the heat on like medium and slowly work my way down. But I learned that's not actually the point. And the point of the whole thing is the shock. And so, start off your day, every day. It's 9 o'clock, it's not the beginning of my day, but I just got back from playing basketball, so I gotta rinse off. But persistence. People always say that cold showers don't have enough benefits. They might make you sick. They shrink your manhood. I can attest to that one. But at the end of the day, there are health benefits, sure. But it's the fact that you're doing something nobody else is doing. Nobody else in a 25, 50 mile radius from me is doing this right now. It's just me. I told myself I'd do it. I'm doing it, baby. And then at the end, I try to stop moving. Just absorb the pain. 10 seconds. Kind of relax. Embrace. Brain freeze. Oh. And now, folks. Gosh, dude. So I take a cold shower.
All right, so that was a cold shower. My tip for you is don't take cold showers, or at least don't put your priority cold shower when you need to clean off, because that distracts you from the cold and your mental focus. Focus is mental already. Your focus. So what I recommend is you shower first thing as soon as you wake up. You're just going to hop in the cold. Make this a habit. And again, it can be 12 seconds. My showers, I've gotten longer. The one I took last night wasn't very long because I was making a video. I didn't need it to be long. But the ones I take in the mornings are about 3 to 5 minutes long of just being in the cold. But yours doesn't have to be. Not at first, at all. And I think there's a certain point also that somebody might be out there like, why aren't you going 10 minutes? Where's the mental toughness? I think I could 100% go 10 minutes if I had the freaking time for it. But there's no point after you get to a certain point. Like, you're kind of just focused on your breath. The cold is kind of numb at this point. Like, it's not that... I'm not in shock anymore. It's just cold. I'm not really in pain. It's just cold. So I think that's kind of stupid. Find your threshold. It literally takes maybe a minute or two. minute and a half, and then you can just kind of sit there and be like, okay, I'm bored. It's nothing crazy. So, anywho, that's it. Do that first thing in the morning, and then throughout the rest of the day, if you want to, like, say you're going to the gym after this, right? Like my schedule, because it's been found that cold water is actually not good for muscle growth, right? Like muscle hypertrophy, right after exercising. Take a hot shower after the gym, wash yourself off there, do the same thing at night. But get the cold exposure in, right? Makes you tough, turns you into a man, or something of the sort. So, all right. Thank you for listening, my friend, and I hope you have a great day.